them off the board here. Aurelia, Akali, and Ryze all banned, all flexible picks. That does leave these sorts of things. Aatrox as well can build very offensively and then use his ultimate revive for a similar effect.
But we do see the Aatrox and the Urgot, those two.
So far, the Kai'Sa's picked up, and now actually potentially a takeaway from Ning's champion pool. A first.
Something more early game here. I think it is necessary because you cannot allow KT Rolster that much freedom in the early game.
Now what?
But as far as protecting that AD carry and having the flexibility to go for initiation as well.
And while it's not 2v2 Lulu's in, Galio's in allows Xin Zhao to go straight on that invasion mission, find the enemy jungler, and know he has first rotation of his mid laner. So still a lot of power for Score to back him up.
Speaking of the enemy jungler,
more jungle pressure on the bottom side of the map for the blue team, simply because of where the red buff is desynced for both sides.
Entering into Summoner's Rift now for the first game of the quarterfinals. The crowd roars to life as the camera shows us the battlefield. The teams will soon clash. Up on, it's game one. KT Rolster versus Invictus Gaming in a best of 5.
Height of where the lane was positioned, the usual spot where top laners are ganked, relative safety was met.
Back down on the bottom side, it's IG pushing up now with control over the lane and the tempo down here. You can see Score coming around, maybe looking for something. There is a ward from IG in the try. Teleport's going to be stepped over, but Teleport's coming in. Flash into the taunt. Montez starting things off. Jackie Love in some trouble, having to flash away. Yukao making the play. First blood over to KT, and they'll make it 2.
We had our sights set on the bottom lane, and KT strike first. Roam down here. I don't know what they're thinking to get.
See if they decide to go after something here.
5.
Balon deciding he's going to go in, but he's not able to find the CC immediately. CC coming through anyway from Rookie as the damage comes down. Balon will walk away with the kill. Just yet. Shy getting himself back. Smeb trying to bait him into this one, and here comes Score. There's your play. Disdain to get himself away, but the damage still coming through. Wind becomes blinding, gonna find both parts. The damage continues pouring in. Smeb looking to go even further. Score goes on a killing spree. Smeb's tanking up the turret, but not too worried. That's 1 kill for KT.
Under the turret, you just pop your ult on Aatrox, start tanking the turret first, and you have plenty of time to finish it off.
And the Xin Zhao once again picks up the kills. 100% kills actually picked up by Score. Already mentioned how Galio will be there to back him up. Does allow him to be pretty reckless in how far forward he's able to go. Seeing the mid lane though.
Turret destroyed bottom side as KT look to make a play here mid. The Shy and Rookie going to defend this one. 2 versus 3 so far. Going to be taking Yukao very, very low. See if they can maybe find the kill. Instead, they're going to find the damage down. Instead, onto Mata. Kill number 1 going over to IG. Yukao going to be taken very low. Charmed up, brought down. Double kill. Over to the side of Invictus Gaming. Looking to make it even more, and they strike back.
Working with the Galio counter, Shen counter. So it's going to be a lot about managing those cooldowns and the vision on the side so you don't get immediately burst.
So this is a world that's been defined by hard engage, and KT have very situational engage. Speaking of engage,
it's Ning going in, trying to start this one off. Score's going to bring out the counterattack for KT Rolster. Teleport coming in now from IG. Going to be canceled. There's no way they can make sure that one goes off. Not in a 1 versus 4. Shelly summoned up here in the mid lane, making her charge towards the tier 1. Def keeping himself out of danger, but Smeb now going to be the one who's potentially targeted. Ning going to be taken very low. Goes into stasis, keeping himself alive. Balon on the retreat, but it's a rampage over for Score. Shy goes into the fight. He's able to find the suppression into the fear, into the damage, into Def, who's going to be forced to flash away. Rookie's in hot pursuit and locks them down for a double kill.
Huge win by the side of IG. It's still going.
Yukao falls to Jackie Love on the back of the fight, and IG, after a massive win, will head towards Baron.
They lost their jungler, though, so they don't have Smite, and they're making the call to change it and go for the turret, with the only surviving member on KT being Score, and the threat there, it is very early. That was KT feeling the pressure. They do get close enough to check, but not close enough for the engage.
See a control ward in the inventory of Yukao, but that is pretty much it, as IG have started up the Baron. KT aware of this now, moving in, wanting to stop that. They've got their Aatrox split pushing on the bottom side of the map. Score not going to find anything with the ulti. Def's caught out by the Hextech ultimatum, goes into the stasis with the stopwatch immediately. Score going to be on the front line, but he will not survive too much longer. It's Rookie zoning away the rest of KT. Score's going to be taken low, shut down. The Shy finds his man as Rookie goes invulnerable, and KT heads for the hills. Def's going to be chased down by the Shy. The damage pours through, but he's going to be outplayed for now. Can the Shy even find this? It's Yukao buying some time for the other 4 members. Deft and Mono will try to survive, but over the wall comes Rookie. one.
And they're not done yet. They have their eyes on Def, chasing him down. Run, Kaiser, run!
He's running away from his base. He tries to turn it around, but it's a clean ace for IG.
That means a clean Baron for IG. No one left to answer here. And this game has gone into full overdrive. With that buff, they will be inside the KT roster base in no time.
Sort of game that was always going to be a seesaw, and we saw KT in ascendancy, but the fallback of having strong engage and KT making some small mistakes has been punished to the maximum.
Bouncing back and forth between mid and bottom, ready to provide some split push or join the team if necessary, and it looks like it's just going to be a strong push. Taking this one down, breaking into the base, inhibitor exposed, as IG will rotate resources and manpower up towards the mid lane next. They have no intention of slowing this one down anytime soon. The Shy gets hit by the chains from the Aatrox, but it does not matter. IG have now taken down 2 of the KT roster inhibitors almost instantly after acquiring the Baron. Nexus turret number 1 under fire, as KT has to find some kind of a chance to go in soon, or they won't have anything left to defend. The Shy's gonna be jumped on by Score, but it doesn't do anything. He's forced back into the fountain. IG will continue the push. Nexus turret number 2, barely half alive. The Shy keeping Mata in the fountain. The turret nearly gone. Jackie Love going up into the ultimate, gonna be kept alive for now. Charm down onto Smith, damage coming through. Death's already dead. Ning makes sure of that one, and Jackie goes unstoppable. It's a double kill for IG's jungler. It's a slaughter for Invictus Gaming. KT is wiped off the map, and the Nexus will join them.
And Invictus Gaming win the first game in this best of 5 through back-to-back team fighting. This time, I doubt it will be the Aatrox. Urgot definitely proved to be
some miscommunications as the game went on that allowed IG to strike back and strike back hard. And with that
early duels, one thing that we didn't necessarily highlight in the last game is that unlike Camille, who can also hook shot,
or they could go for that Galio. Invictus getting back and forth. Yes, the Galio is going to be swooped up. The Lissandra from last game had been banned, so they're like,
collecting up the marks and everything, but Xin Zhao can just charge right into him and try and control early.
And once again, pretty hard to execute team comp coming out from KT. We were able to see Score skip around on the edges of team fights. The Archok onto somebody, just the reality of all being grouped. Score and Ning might be meeting at this Scuttle Crab.
Score taking that usual path you guys talked about of the blue side jungler going towards the bottom lane, and now it's going to be a massive 3v3. Mata in some trouble, taken down below half HP. Jackie Love also going to be taken very low, getting the first blood, but also being picked up. Yukao makes the rotation down towards the fight first. Score flashing over the wall, chasing down Balan. One more auto attack might be able to do it, but Yukao's not able to find the CC for himself.
He's coming.
That means no aftershock. Score needs a little bit more damage. He smites the minion, but that's not a heal. Rookie tries to escape. Dev's coming around for some more damage, but IG has made themselves a superior fight.
Yukao missing all of the grass right there. You can't take Aftershock and also do that. Now, we know that he's bottom, but the Shy is covering his bases, right? Doesn't want to die the same way.
But speaking of dying the same way, it's the same play coming out from KT that happened in game number 1. Jeff's going to be taken very low. Jackie Love down below 100. He's taken out by Yukao. Shy's into the middle of the fight. Decimating smash down to 2. As Wind becomes lightning and slays Score. Yukao's going to be dropping next. And KT are destroyed in this fight. Shy goes underneath the turret. He'll soak one more shot. Smeth's going to be taken down. A double kill over to Rookie. And IG find the near ace.
IG aren't done yet either. They have 4 members around the bottom turret. No, here we go.
Oh my goodness, it's Ning coming around on the flank to clean it up.
That's just a domination by IG. They'll play their normal game plan, and IG already onto this Rift Tower.
Yeah, important continued focus here for IG on the objectives. This one in sight, and it looks like KT are going to fight it.
Mata tries to go into the Flash Zenith Blade onto Jackie Love. Won't be able to find it. Ning and Balan still trying to finish off that Rift Herald. They will be able to take it down. Ning going to stop the damage for now using the ulti. There goes Balan. He's able to find the entrance. Death's already going to be gone. And IG will wipe them from the river.
IG IG just destroying KT Rolster. They look like they're going to destroy this whole series with the way it's going.
There's almost no coming back from this level of lead. 11-2, 5,000 plus gold. Goodbye mid lane turret. Maybe goodbye KT Rolster, at least in game number 2.
This is the most kills IG have had pre-15 minutes in Worlds, and it's against KT Rolster. They are putting on a clinic today.
Having the title of tournament favorite has been a curse this year at Worlds.
They're going to make one.
And now usually you turn to your analysts and say, how do KT get back in this game? But we're kind of at the point where we say, maybe don't make those mistakes you did earlier. They have Leona, they have Engage, they have a cop that moves forward. They're going to try and outnumber. How will this go?
Let's see if they can find the damage down to Rookie. He's very tanky. He's going to be flipped right back around. Shut down now. KT's able to find themselves one. Ning going to be taken low. Scores now into trouble. Knocked up into the air. Balon's finding multiple people here with the quickness. The root comes through. The damage goes down, but the shutdown goes over to KT. It's 2 for 0.
And Smeb even lives just when they need it. KT Rolster have a little bit of life.
And this is something that IG will do. They always want to fight. They're gonna fight now.
They're going right back in, even though they've already lost 2 members. We'll see what they can find. Looking to find the damage down onto that enemy support. They'll get that one, but can they get out alive? Ning goes over the wall, trying to run away, but Deft is there with the mop and bug to take him down. Shutdown credit over onto that enemy jungler. It's a double kill for the Recon. Smed's still in the front line. He does not know the meaning of retreat until Sion teaches him the hard way as Rookie's coming around from behind. And this is going to be a hell of a rude awakening if he can find that taunt. Deft has almost no mana left for this fight. Rookie still looking to maybe find some more. Smeb down to 1/4 HP. Initiation onto Yukao, who immediately goes into the stasis. Smeb is evaporated as Yukao will slightly sidestep that decimating smash, but he'll still be decimated.
And that's the ultra best case scenario for KT. Was starting a fight like this outnumbered.
Stuck in their base. Why not just rush this down? There's no contest from KT. That's free Baron at 21 minutes.
We need to give out some individual awards here, because especially Baolon, most improved from the group stage. His Recon absolutely critical for Invictus Gaming in these 2 games so far. Yes, 14 out of 15 kill.
G have just been able to cement their leads. And speaking of cementing,
it's Sion coming in to put these guys in the cement if he can. The Shy starting things off. There goes Balon, able to find the quickness on the 2. Galio making a heroic entrance, juggling slaying around. Jackie Love takes him down, and Mod is likely going to be next. Score runs away. Smeb runs away. They're still trying to find more. The Shy finally falls. Ning's taken low, but IG's still only lost 1. They'll look to go even further as the Shy's passive rampages into the back lines. Inhibitor number 1 is down, and IG rotates it up to mid.
Yep, they're not done yet. They should be able to reset, though. There's 15 seconds on Yukao. It looks like they want to get the turret before he respawns and try and recall after that.
The winds of war nearly killing Mana. Smeb going in, looking to start this fight off. That's what they needed. Deft goes on a killing spree, and Jackie's out of the picture. They need to find more to have any sort of a chance at making something big happen. TP coming in, Rookie walking away, and IG will disengage. Oh, they would perform going forward. They look like they have done a wonderful amount of preparation during the couple days they had.
There was definitely a lot of doubt after their games versus Fnatic, but a resounding answer here from IG and a lot of success. Let's see if they can actually finish up and crack inside these last 2 turrets. They do have super minions that are about to go inside KT's base, so time definitely working against KT Rolster here.
Baron has expired, but it does not matter. Ning gonna jump onto the turret first. Shy goes in with the ulti, looking to find decimating smash.
Oh!
There's Balon! Here comes your Galio ulti! Slam! Dawn's gone to 5! Redemption is there! Smeb is taken down! Get rid of everybody from KT, says Invictus Gaming. They've claimed the base. They don't need the ace. They've got this game! And those Nexus turrets will quickly fall to rubble. IG will take KT to game point, and they look monstrous!
what a space jam there coming through from Rookie. The Nexus explodes, and KT Rolster will have to reverse sweep to remain in this series as IG look indomitable in terms of game number 1 and game number 2.
prove extremely valuable.
Well, have I got a surprise for you? Buster Xin Zhao is kind of the first thought I'm having. They're going to actually...
The lovers are broken up for the first time so far this series. We'll see how IG does against that pick.
Between self-survivability and going for the team, as well as, and again, the ultimate from Azir is a game changer. Not only for his own matchup, but also for things like Xin Zhao.
Oh, baby!
Oh! Invictus Gaming, answer the challenge. You want to take a flashy diver fighter into the top lane? We will answer you.
Minion wave pushing away from him, but on the top side, this has been their point of power, and they're setting up a dive here on Smeb.
Ning and the Shy versus Smeb underneath the turret. Nice repose to find the stun. Smeb has to try to outplay this even further, but it's not going to be done, and there's the skill you guys were talking about. He'll take it, he'll grab that objective along with the bonus gold that comes with it. The Ocean Drake will go over to KT as a consolation prize. But when you look at this matchup in these top laners, the champions that they're playing, this split push game, this is a scary spot.
And Rakan have the ability with their flashes to completely change the scope of the 4v4. Yes, KT have been destroyed, but now...
Nice initiation from KT. Score's going to make sure they've got themselves the first one, but Ning's coming in to turn the fight back around. He'll disengage immediately, recognizing 2v3 is 75%. Ning at half HP. KT going to allow the Drake to reset, but immediately redraw that aggro, pull it right back out towards them. IG still hanging around. Baulon thinking about the flank, coming around from behind. Infernal Drake almost down, 1/4 HP. Baulon makes his way over the wall, using the blast cone into the pit. Irelia has one dagger down. That means the stun could come out. Baulon pops the ultimate. That is very big. Means very little team fight potential for that Alistar once it wears away. Infernal taken down. Should be secured by the Xayah. There comes your Rakan ulti. They're going to engage. Smeb has to kill the Ning. It's going to be Jackie taken down next. Smeb's got a double. Looking to find even more. Baulon's taken down. Jackie left grabs the kill to Mana. Shy's trying to get away, but he is going to be run down by KT, who take the fight.
Burst them down, yet still, even though KT got an extra kill there, Invictus Gaming not feeling too bad about how that one went down. Now Rookie actually starts on Yukao.
Manages to get the cleanse, but that looks like it'll be about it. Yukao going in, making the fight happen though. He's got backup coming in the form of Score, who secures the kill. And KT are striking back.
They may be telecom enemies, but at this moment, they need these sort of plays. Baulon might be caught.
Baulon goes in onto Def, but quickly finds out he's in the wrong place. There's the beat. Def gets himself a nice burger.
They can go for picks on the enemy team of the 4-man squad, or they can have someone trail the split pusher here and try to make the play on the Shy as quickly as possible.
Oh no, Smeb! He managed to finally get himself a stun, but then he misses the ulti, and now the Shy's looking to make the outplay, but Def makes his way down to the bottom lane to make sure he lives.
Shy couldn't walk away after he had won the Rookie
Frozen tomb.
The problem is, it's not going to be Smeb ever being the aggressor in the 1v1. So that trail here of Rookie is only trying to ward off another possibility. They might just dive him though.
You could make that happen. The clock could come in. Smeb's not able to find himself the stun. He's going to be bursted down nearly immediately, and the Shy grabs the kill. IG now marching
to race it down. So if IG play this perfectly, it feels like they hold all the cards against KT.
Baron being started up by KT Rolster, though. They are going to force this one.
KT know that they cannot just sit idly by and allow IG to control the map. Baron down to 4K. KT still looking to make something happen. The Shy grabs the Drake. He has TP to get into this fight. Baron at 2,500 HP. Ning waiting to go in. It's going to be secured now by Yukao. Fight's breaking out. Stun comes down. It's going to be Mata killed first. IG looking to find their fight right here. The damage comes through. Smeb makes his way into the fight as Rookie's taken down. There goes even more burst coming out on the depth. KT have lost almost everyone, but they're still trying to fight back. It's Yukao cleaned up. Score's the only survivor. The Shot is going into the face. This could be the end. For the first time since 2014, a non-Korean team could eliminate Korea in this knockout stage. But the Shy would have to do it here.
The Shy versus Score for the game. We have 7 seconds left on Mata. Rakan will come up first, and he's coming up quickly. I don't think he can do it. The Shy has to get out of there. Or
he doesn't. He goes after Score. One more hit could do it, but he won't be able to find it. Mata keeps his ally alive, and now the Shy has to get out. He tries to retreat, has some lifesteal.
Delay this turret going down. Inhibitor, I should say, on the bottom side. With ult down from Smeb, he still walks up for KT, considering a big engage. Mata's on the side.
KT trying to defend this one. Mata coming around. Here we go. There's your initiation. Quickness able to find one. Looking to find two. Balon on the front. Going to be tanking things up. Rookie's already finding himself the first kill of the fight. It's possibly going to be two more. IG's cleaning everybody up. The Shy's still down in the base. Kaki Love's going to be taken down. Def gets a big kill on that one. But Rookie is still alive. That's still damage potential there. That's Smeb going to be taken down. It's IG. 4 still alive. 3 stand on the side of KT to try to fight them off, but the inhibitor turret is under pressure. Inhibitor number 2 likely dropping next. KT continuing to hold the line. Can they do it? The Shy's gonna eat so much damage. He tries to riposte, but it will not matter. Guardian Angel gonna be procced, and it will not save his life. Damage to Baron. So Def should be able to shred this down rather rapidly. IG still working on that Elder Drake. Looks like they should finish it off very soon. Smite comes down, secured by Ning. Right as Baron secured by KT.
As IG, you wanted to be greedy and have the buff on the Shy, but it's
Really use these next 60 seconds. Take down that tier 3 turret and make some kind of a big move here. Score's got the ulti ready again. UCal takes a little bit of damage from the Blade Caller. Everything's still fine here for KT Rolster. They've got the Shy in the bottom lane, but Shy has no TP. This is going to be your game-ending push one way or the other. It's KT going for the base. It's going to be a base race. Nexus turret number 1, taking down to half HP. KT looking to end it right here, right now. Ning taking down to half. It's Shy versus Smeb in the base at the same time. Model's going to be taken very low. UCal barely going to be kept alive. Score taken down to one corner. Smeb's nearly going to be killed now as well. Def taken so low. The Blade Caller's not able to find him. Def goes in a killing spree. It's the Shy still in the base. It's KT looking to try to stand and fight if they can. The Shy has made his way onto the inhibitor turret, onto the Nexus turrets. They're going to be taken down. KT still marching. It's a base race. The Shy's onto the blue Nexus. KT's onto the red. Who's going to win? The Shy will not. And KT takes it to game 4.
holy crap!
They won the top side 4v4 with Baron buff on. KT Rolster still are in Worlds!
This was the fight just to stay in it. Insane stuff between the two. The crowd are standing and cheering. In Busan, there's still signs of life in this best of 5.
2 auto attacks separated KT Rolster from a game 4 and a ticket home. What a series.
Rookie, the only player left against his own team, cannot stop Score and the squad from finishing and forcing to a game 4.
And how do the coaching staff approach the players on either side and calm them down? Because we need a full reset. Everyone's played solo queue, had that 50-minute fiesta, and then wondered, do I queue up again? Open in this game was a blue side Urgot ban in game number 3, and a blue side
On combination, given that Invictus Gaming and banned out the Alistar.
So what will be the secondary pick on red side? Because now Rakan and Alistar both taken away, and look at
Aya, and he's going to have to think very clearly about how he uses the killer instinct to try and dodge those.
be unnoticed by Invictus Gaming, where champions like Xin Zhao that was super high priority are still left. Rookie Syndra has been his go-to pick.
Ooh.
And with the final information of the Tristana, they had all options. We saw Ning play Kayn in the LPL final, and if it was a hyper carry like Jinx, so with no escape, maybe that's where he would have gone again. Camille's a lot more standard, but it does cement some engage for the side of IG.
Ning had a very interesting game on the Kayn. I remember watching that one.
You put a lot of emphasis on the stuff. Act has had to go Spectre's Cow first. Might actually be able to push up. And speaking of pushing up, that might be the downfall of Smeb.
Smeb walks down toward the river here, and as he goes back into the lane, he realizes this is not a place he wants to be in. Flash for flash. Hextech Ultimatum holds him down. KT's top laner's in some trouble. He tries to outplay the almost got killed. And Smeb Smeb gets first blood in a 1 versus 2. He's about to make it 2. Duke will go into resurrection, but that is the play for Smeb.
This will be first turret blood, the first brick going to the side of KT. And this time, they're leading in the early game. They're going for 2 objectives. But speaking of leads...
Meanwhile, UCal collapsed on by 3 different members. Ning tries to hold on to the wall, flash away from UCal, wants to stay alive. Mata and Def coming in with a Tom Kent missile voyage. UCal going to be taken very low, saved by Mata with a wonderful devour as Balog now trying to keep his teammates alive as Ning barely gets himself out over the wall, but the charge will take him down and Def makes it 2 for 0.
Feels like
waiting for the right ultimate.
in addition, the extra money on KT Rolster allows them to buy items that give them more power on the front line. The Gargoyle, oh, now we got a pick!
Going in on the Ning, seeing if maybe they can find him. Barrel's gonna knock him back. Hextech ultimatum is done. Balon gonna be trying to control the rest of KT. Ning getting himself away. Mata's gonna be taken down below half now as well. Smeb going in onto 3 people. Balon's gonna be dropped. Def has the damage as there comes your execution. UCal's able to drag him back. Resurrection goes through. Smeb's gonna be brought back on that one. Ning tries to go after Def, not able to find him. Jackie goes in as well, but he's gonna be brought down. This could be it. KT's able to find the game. They're able to find the fight. I think we're going to game 5.
Just like that, KT Rolster get the game-breaking pick, and we will be going to game number 5!
The table setting was so extensive, but the payoff was so quick. They just win the game on 1 play. IG needed to pull the trigger, and KT are the ones to force us to game 5.
An incredible job from KT Rolster brings the score up to 2-all, meaning only 1 more game will decide who becomes the semifinalist. This gaming will ban out the Aatrox, along with that Rise banned out from KT. Solo lane focus coming out as KT. Leia hovered and locked in along with the Alistar, so bottom lane picked up very early here for IG.
And to block the feathers can be so important into the Xayah. Does lose them some engage. Able to do is go for a comp that rolls through the enemy. Kindred comps are very likely to take over the game early. And then there's a lot of early power for Ning. Pretty passive farming early game for KT. The Talia holds a lot of power in her kit and can potentially outpath and outplay. But if things don't go from Freezing, who's frozen the wave, as you can see pretty well. Now in the mid lane.
Cal flashing off to the side, trying to get himself away with a disdain. The chains are coming in. Ning's looking to finish this one off. UCal taken very low, down to 0, and first blood's over to Rookie.
Yeah.
And we'll see what the next move is from IG. We'll have the onus on them, and they're starting up the Drake.
All right, have at it then, because the setup has been laid. 2,500 health left on it, they're going!
Now the Braum in some trouble. Mata trying to get himself away. Glacial Fissure going to be used for the disengage. Mata still in a lot of trouble, taken down. ID's able to find kill number 1. TP going to be channeled here. It does go all the way through. The Shy makes his way into the fight, but it's already Drake
Inside, but if he steps too close to the entrance, Smeb already coming to check.
Smeb's going to see Ning in there. Shelly down to 2,500 HP. The Shy making his way down to the fight. Remember the Scion ulti not available for this one. Ning takes down Shelly. Grabs himself a 100 gold. Smeb goes into the ulti. Ning could just jump over the wall to get himself away here. We'll see if they decide to go after this one any further. Over the wall they go. Lambda Spike going to be used, but there you go. That's how you catch yourself a big one. As now we're going to see Rookie have to jump himself away too.
So at least they will retain it. And now he's trying to make a play on topside.
Charging in with that Scion ultimate, but it's going to be TP coming in from KT to try to turn this fight around. Smeb is very low on mana. Keep that in mind. The Shy's still going to be on the front line, trying to soak up damage. He knows he's, if nothing else, his score moves his way towards the top side, looking for a bigger kind of a play. Goes out the Weaver's wall. They know the Scion doesn't have flash this time. The Shy had to use it the last time around. As there goes the seismic shove. It's going to be interrupted by the ulti. Shy doing a good job so far, but is it going to be good enough? I do not think so. Demonic Ascension going to need to go off to find the kill there as the Shy will finally fall. And Smeb looks to get himself away, never moved.
Nothing happened there, but no kill actually goes through. Def will continue to walk up. Here's the Weaver's wall.
Score fires off that wall. It's Jackie and the Shy on one side, everybody else on the other, and no play will come of it.
All right, we did get a full reset. Rookie's gone back to heal, so in the end, the Splash is traded with the support, but they're going in.
It's going to be a big team fight here. The Shy's jumping into the back line, seeing if maybe he can find some damage on the score. Gets himself away for now, but Mata's going to be the first one killing the fight overall. Rookie jumps back in. Going to be taken low once more. Lands the spike, goes down. Yukao looking to find somebody if he can. He tries to get away. The Harpoon won't find him. Shy's still going to be off to the side, tanking everything up. KT's so low, looking to get themselves out. Def still free firing, still so high HP, but everyone gets out now except for that one kill onto the KT support. So damage to get the execute. The Shy barely gets himself away, pops the shield to stay safe. Score does a nice wall, keeping Baolan isolated from the rest of the team. He throws him back with a seismic shove and takes down that support.
Beautiful wall there from Score to cut off
Half on some critical members. Means it might not be as important as it looks. Shy's gonna take some damage. Rookie looks to go in. Does get the passive pop. Shy's still gonna be soaking. Root comes down. Damage goes through. Jackie's able to find two big kills. Jackie Love just found everybody. And that's gonna be a triple for IG. They're gonna find everyone. It's KT Ace.
That is insane! He just runs right up to the front line!
Cosmic fight that IG were able to win. Excellent positioning from Jackie Love, who was questioned by all sides. China, Korea, and around the world.
Mata going to be taken down to about half now as well. Deft wants to try to find the opportunity to shoot somebody, but with no front line, how are you going to do it? IG continuing to pressure up here. Inhibitor turret number 2 goes down. That one goes away courtesy of Ning. IG continuing to push. It's KT trying to hold on, find some sort of anything to grasp onto and keep this base standing. They know that they have to make their fight as Deft is almost down to half HP. Ning continues just finding a couple of cheeky autos onto the inhibitor itself as IG's push will not stop. That takes a little bit of damage there. Rookie's gonna lose the clone, has to back away, nearly killed, but nearly's not gonna do it. As the minions take down Nexus turret number 1, KT holds on, but barely.
Kate to the base.
This is why I pointed it out earlier, why it was so important that last elemental died after 29 minutes. It meant that if you got a lead in the next few, you could catapult it that much.
Game like this means everything to them.
Let's see if Jackie and the rest of Invictus Gaming can end this game here. There's an inhibitor and an Nexus turret standing in their way, as well as the entirety of KT Rolster. But Smed loses 2/3 of his health rather quickly. Score's gonna do the same. As IG look like they're ready to put the final nails in the coffin here. They'll rotate around to mid lane, clear those minions out, and head up towards top side to do this as cleanly and methodically as possible.
That fight. IG waiting.
It's Baron about to be ready. It's the Shy going in. Score getting himself back. Shy going to be tanking up on the front line. Stunned up, juggled back, seismic shove, right back into lines. The KT Rolster. They're able to find a massive fear. Shy's going to be taken down. Balon's going to be frontlining now. Shy trying to find the passive damage. Score looks to get himself away. Goes into the stasis, keeps himself alive for now. Trying to get back. Mata also going to be barely living now. Seismic shove looking for Jackie Love. Can't quite find it. It's Jackie grabbing the kill on the Smeb. It's Jackie looking to find the kill on Yukao. It's Jackie who can't quite get him. And KT hobbles away. Rookie wants to chase, but can't find anyone.
They have to defend their base, though, so that means Baron does go over to Invictus Gaming. Even though it's a 1-for-1 kill trade, this means they will return with Baron buff.
But so many different statesmen at the end of the game that Baron just...
Under siege, KT under pressure. This could be the end of the entire series.
It sounds like all of China are backing Invictus Gaming as they are on the precipice of taking down the Korean #1 seed.
The Shy wants to go forward. Rookie jumps in, finds a little bit of damage. IG going to be kept back for now. The Weaver's Wall goes in. It's going to be Jackie Love eating some shots from Deft, but Score looks to get himself away. Ning finds the auto attack, and Score is gone. This should be it. Ning's able to grab that kill, and that means the fight continues even further forward. See if maybe they can find something else. It's Lamb's Spike, giving Invictus Gaming topped off. They're going to be just fine. Deft really gets himself away. Rookie's got the chain. KT Rolster has fallen, and Invictus Gaming will do what has not been done since 2014. They will eliminate the Korean first seed, and they will move on to the semifinals.
At the the Aatrox, but I really am expecting the Urgot. I think it makes so much more sense given how much of a threat Wunder has been and how stable the Urgot pick has shown to be. It also does play much more like a tank than many of the other carries, and as you say, that does really kind of fit Lemmy's style, and this is a guy who's known as the best team fighting top laner in the LPL.
Yeah, he certainly is, and now that he is on this Urgot
Uzi picks, you could show your jungler here, and I think that is what they're kind of considering. Otherwise, I do think you just kind of...
The question, Jhin is the other favored pick for Hjarnan as well, and we know that it is a very comfortable champion for him.
Which do you prefer when you see the two compositions side by side? Picking a Jhin into Leona, Sion, Urgot. Low mobility, if anybody ever gets in range, he's going to get done. Playstyle, because they had their hand forced in several team fights and did not look to be in control of the game. Let's see whether or not they can survive. Here comes Jankos down in the bottom lane. Body slam's available to him. The target is Ming. He's already used the flash. That's a 3 versus 2. Ming will go down. First blood picked up by Hjarnan and G2. They're looking to escape. Azuzi dashes forward. There's Aurora of the Slayer onto Jankos. He manages to survive with the summoner heal. G2 Esports, first kill on the board.
They couldn't find that early game proactivity to open up the map, allow them to snowball these team fights, but now Jankos in the top side.
All right, Lemme's in a little bit of trouble here in a 2-on-1. Perkz and Jankos gonna look to drop him down. It's an easy kill secure. The two really feel like their scaling can start to benefit them and help them out.
I mean, honestly, I think they want to avoid team fighting for most of the game. They're trying to go for this slow push style of play, and when your marksman is fairly behind the other one, this is what RNG needs to do, and G2 need to split the map, pressure turrets.
All right, Jankos is going to throw down the stopwatch, try to contest the Rift Herald, and just concedes his life. I have to question the decision-making over a Rift Herald.
I go for RNG to Siege just because of the short range on the Lucian and the potential risk of a Gragas ultimate or a Rakan engage. But I think you hit the nail on the head, Azel. Trying to gain vision throughout G2's jungle is most important. It's being flashed.
Oh, that's a very flash forward. Remember Wunder with no ultimate? Well, he's already down. Wunder's flying and dashing and diving in the fight, but he gets caught by the decimating smash. A retreating Realm Warp cannot escape from Casa. He's threading the fight through G2, and look at that. Perkz is down. That's the third of the fight. Only the duo left standing, but not for much longer. Hjarnan is feared beyond death. And Lemmy says, please, I'll have the inner turret.
And this is the worst case scenario for G2 as RNG finds their team fight. The Lucian is at 2 items. Their front line is plenty tanky, and with the minion wave already set up in bot, they can secure an inhibitor.
They're going to get a 20-minute inhibitor here and choosing their timing perfectly. They force the ult out of Wunder. They find the pick on
the all-in potential that RNG have. They might just immediately attack the front line. So I'm looking at this for G2 and I'm thinking they're going to rely on RNG to make a huge mistake right now if they want to stand a chance of turning this around.
Well, RNG are going to turn around the 2v1 in the bot lane.
Here comes Sion.
Perkz are running for their lives after the teleport complete. Solar flare onto Perkz. He's going to hold on to the flash, and it's Uzi
pushing out mid, but he moves back
There's
up.
No vision.
Complete darkness. G2 can't contest this time around. This should be an easy secure for RNG. Excellently done from the LPL representative.
Yeah, really well done from them. The double mount makes that so...
Stays ahead. And Medius, you touched on first round Robin, second round Robin. Want to get back to that in a moment as Ming will be stepping forward, gets rooted up, but he's found the Zenith Blade. That means he's got the engage. Fear Beyond Death has already got a kill, but Wunder's got one back. At what cost? The World Ender will bring him back to life, but he's already surrounded by RNG members, and while it looked good to start,
fight RNG now trying to siege at mid.
And I think RNG can take whatever they want. 30 seconds left on Baron, and the Zenith Blade comes over the wall. Ming doesn't find his man, but it doesn't matter. The first inhibitor falls. They'll be able to just peel around to the bottom lane, knock over the second inhibitor as they desire. G2 got a little bit of time before Uzi can get into the fight, and Ming finds a Zenith Blade. That's a defensive flash from Jankos, and G2 are routed and running for their lives. Lemmy's ultimate gets the first. There's a reply from Parsa for the second. G2 Esports are being obliterated inside their base. It's a double kill for Uzi to close it out, and they're going to look for the ace before they finish the base. Lemmy is trying to hunt him down with those shotgun knees. The Nexus turrets start to fall. Royal never give up. The #1 seed from the LPL. They will pick up this first game, taking now G2 Esports.
And an incredible first game from RNG. They check all the
if you can really say those same things in the same sentence.
Well, Azael, you wanted to see the Aatrox and Urgot potentially banned away. They are, and near insta-lock Akali for G2 Esports. We know that this is a team that can flex that top or mid, so I'm interested to see how the rest of the draft plays out.
One of the things that is a bit concerning, though, is we have seen it be fairly ineffective into tanks. And if you draft Lissandra plus a tank, we know that Xiaohu can also play, things like Sion mid, and you have the possibility of putting it in a matchup where it's tougher to snowball.
I also think that the advantage that Akali has is that you can flex it to both top and mid, and even though Lissandra has been locked in, very likely for Xiaohu, given that this used to be one of his big comfort picks when he first joined the pro scene.
But we'll see if they're going to be willing to do that, because against the Rakan and the Lucian, if you miss 4-1-3-1, I think the Varus does make quite a bit of sense. Strong laning AD, especially paired with the Tahm Kench, should be fairly safe against this Varus and Lucian. The Shen here, though, is going to be pretty interesting, because Shen does, again, enable very heavily more diving, more of the same style of play. And
time around. The bot lane is being shut down in favor of RNG, and then they're going to look to continue with this pressure.
All right, Jankos was threatening a dive. Costa still hasn't completed his recall.
This is
now,
risky.
Azael, the solo lane is for G2 in a good position, but look at the duo. Uzi and Ming are already unlocked. They're already making their move. The flawless direct. That's a good stun. Vanguard's edge bounces in, but Perkz is left alone. He's left to dive, manages to pick up first blood, traded back with Corsa. It's a 1-for-1 in the top lane.
Going to have to play this a lot more carefully. They do still have very good advantages here on their AD carry, but the rest of the map is going worse for them, and those members on G2 who are ahead have an easier time getting involved.
All right, Glacial Tomb's already been used onto Perkz. He's going to try get some damage reduction down. Corsa gets turned around. It's a 1-for-1. Both junglers picking up the kills, but Jankos being chunked down by those ice shards. That's a flash forward from Xiaohu. Here comes the Abyssal Void. Jankos stays alive just long enough to get to Val, but I think the Ignite might tick him down. He survived! How did he survive? Wadid is now looking for Ming. Here comes Wonder on the Akali. He's 0-0-1. Gonna get gobbled up here by Ming. He flashes over the wall, or dashes over the wall is a little bit more correct. And Wonder will be helped out by Wadid. There's the blast cone here to safety. Ming's taking them on a wild goose chase.
He could get the execute.
Will it be long enough? That's the question. Execute, secured. That is a gigantic advantage, denying the goal to Wonder. So that cooldown, that window of opportunity, is also something G2 have to factor into the decision making.
Yeah, it definitely is. And when you're looking towards the Shen versus Akali matchup, you want to see Wonder do more than just establish a CS advantage. Now that he's on Gunblade, he should really be able to bully this matchup, and you want to see him trying to turn it into a turret or a kill or something.
Well, there's the Tahm Kench. It's been unbenched. Jankos with a flash body slam. We'll look for Xiaohu. Now keep your eyes on Ming. If he gets a good knockup, there could be some follow-up, but there's not. 4 members of G2 collapse, they get the kill.
The flank ready. They decided to just abandon the top lane tower, and they figured, hey, if we get a kill onto mid, maybe we can convert this into either a mid tower or a rift tower. And as we say that, here's that rift tower.
All right, rift tower just about to be secured.
RNG though.
Man that's been charmed up, knocked down. Rift tower is secured, but at the cost of Wadid's life. Now it's a 4 versus 5, and that stand united from Let Me was monumental. A flash forward will not be enough to secure the kill yet until the rest of RNG collapse. So Rift Herald picked up.
Had he been able to see the map as we do, I think that would have certainly been a dead Varus. In this case, discretion. Better value there, and they're going to look for Wonder.
All right, Wonder's got flash available to him. He's going to be able to dash over the wall for now. Being collapsed on by all 5 members of RNG. The Twilight Shroud will buy some time. Now Wonder's going to need to get over the wall. That summoner spell used. While that's going on, Jankos are picking a fight. Wonder finds Ming. Perkz gets Uzi. And just like that, who baited whom?
So I thought this is going to be exactly what we talked about.
Huge.
RNG with the globals. We're going to try and attack one of the side lanes, but Wonder with the fancy feet escapes from that situation. G2 collapse on 2 members mid. They kill both Uzi and Ming and secure mid tower. Fantastic response from G2.
They're going to get 2 towers off this because Kjarnan was pushing on the top side. This is massive for G2 there, as Perkz is able to essentially corral Uzi into the fleeing Wonder. He picks up a kill on the way out and says, thank you very much.
Any map, I don't think Vision is the deepest for either team. So we need to see a proactive forward-moving play. Vedis, which direction do you think is going to come from? As Perkz goes a little bit hunting. The Vanguard's edge misses. The Chain of Corruption misses. It's a comedy of errors as G2 cannot land a skill shot. Xiaohu walks away with his life. He manages to self-cast the ultimate, and now Wadid, he needs to run away. He flashed forward, remember, and is the target on the front line. Wonder's pulling away Let Me as Wadid gets taken out by Uzi. G2 bit off way more than they could chew.
And as you were just pointing out, Uzi now on 3 items, hits that power spike. This is, again, another opportunity where they are at an extremely strong point. The Phantom Dancer is looking to duel.
All right, Wonder's going to get blown up before he can do anything.
They're going to Baron.
He had Flash, he had Hourglass, and he had no time to use it. Touching on the 3-item Uzi, he's got a Phantom Dancer as his third pickup. I love that when you consider Akali and Irelia are going to be jumping onto him, and RNG are the ones that find the pick and get control.
And this is what we didn't get the chance to talk about, is RNG punishing the rotations from the side of G2 as they find that pick and now Casa spam perk.
All right, Stand United's been channeled onto Casa. The Vanguard's Edge comes out, lots of dashing in and out, and Perk stays alive just long enough for Jankos to get there. Chain of Corruption this time round starts to spread on the RNG members, and Jankos is left for dead. Takes a blast gun out to safety as a flawless duet gets the stun.
They're winning this!
Jankos, how did you find Uzi? Uzi, why were you face-checking? RNG are now running for their lives as Xiaohu is low. A Devour from Wadid buys some time. G2 are low as well. These teams are fighting on a knife's edge. Wonder will complete the teleport, and RNG sense impending doom. Let Me looks for the re-engage as Xiaohu is dropped to the back line. Wonder's looking for Casa, and Ming is running for his life. Let Me's down. The RNG are down, and G2 Ace Royal never give up.
And that was all off the back of beautiful play from Perks. In a 1 versus 5, he buys enough time for the rest of G2 to turn around an overcommitted RNG. It will likely be a Baron as well. Quick shot. This is not how I was expecting this game to unfold, but G2 come out on top.
No, you think that is going to be the fight that wins the game for RNG? It's a 5v4 from them. A clean pick.
At the same time, they're trying to divide RNG so that they can't just immediately force a fight, but Kanan's so close.
Oh, look at that! That's what happens when ultimates connect. Chain of Corruption as well as the Rankos barrel. They find a pick onto Ming. Now Casa and Xiaohu are jumping under Perks. Perks throws down the stopwatch, stays alive for a few seconds longer, flashes out to safety. The top inhibitor turret is secured as Casa and Xiaohu are like, screw the base, we want the kills, mates. They're chasing Wonder and Perks. This feels personal. Wonder will have some support as Yonan comes in with the Abyssal Void. Xiaohu escapes with his life for now, and now Casa will get taken down. Yonan is on a rampage. The inhibitor fell. Another inhibitor turret's going down.
G2 may just continue to push here. They're going to get a second inhibitor for sure. 40 seconds on Karsa, so they'll retreat to the Infernal Dragon.
Now, we have to remember that the Baron was secured after G2 found an impressive fight after Wonder got picked off. You could say on paper, G2 shouldn't have secured that Baron. However, the Baron now spawns in less than a minute.
All right, Ming's going to be jumping back in. Uzi's the target. Stand United's being channeled down, but Ming will go down. Wonder's on a killing spree as Casa is caught amongst G2 Esports. Uzi is killed in the back end as Wonder is flying through the map. And it's Yonan that's got himself another kill, and Perks jumps on the back end with the Vanguard's Edge. Inhibitor is exposed. The Nexus turrets are falling, and G2 Esports punch back, defying all odds, and prove they can go toe-to-toe with RNG 1-1 in the series.
And I was just about to talk about how the setup for Baron was going to be really important for G2, and there you go. You know what? Forget it. Let's just fight it. Are fine with Let Me being on that style of champion. The problem
they had in game 1, and I would say I like this for G2. I think it is intelligent because the other
wins will most likely come from, and they can still flex that Aatrox. It can still go anywhere at once, but with the Aurelia still open, now is still available to them if they want to grab that one up. Instead, they're just going to stick with the Gragas, Gale, and we're going to team fight you. And this is not the style with which G2 got through the gauntlet. This isn't how they played all year long. This is a team that is very much more around either finding early game leads and then snowballing off of that, or playing...
Find another crushing win. You know, both game 1 and 2 of this series were defined by the stylistic choices.
They might hop over here.
And there's a very cheeky level 1. There's a rocket
no
jump,
way.
Lands for the slow. That's a body slam. There's a stun following up as well. And first blood picked up by Perks.
This is beautiful from G2. You can see them setting up Braum and the Gragas. So it's a strong laning phase from Levy as Good
Yeah,
rocket
what
jump
it's
there.
dead. What it's definitely dead. Gets stunned up. Exhaust comes out far too late, and Ming and Uzi just a straight up 2v2. Heads up play from Perks.
Great use of the phase rush there to escape from that gank.
Remember,
and
no
now we see
TP
Casa
here.
top lane.
All right, I'm keeping my eyes on the stun. The wall bang from Let Me. There it is. Flash into the hammer shock and just sets it down. 10-minute mark.
Yeah, they've spotted Jankos here. Remember, Kick Flash is available. We could see them look for a play. Lemmy could even go for a flash wall stun if they really want to commit.
Holding
I
my
think he's
breath.
going to go for it.
Holding my breath. Flash is available, as you mentioned. As soon as Jankos steps in, the heroic charge will be available. It may not even be needed. That was beautiful
Perfect.
in its simplicity.
He's going to be able to get this sieging done. He was down, as you said, 30-40 CS. You know, he was getting pressured very heavily. We'll see if Xiaohu can find him here.
All right, Glacial Path as well as the Proto Belt. Buster Shot will buy some time, but Xiaohu's holding on to the ultimate for a few seconds longer. And this should just eventually be the kill.
Things have unfurled. Wonder right now runs the risk of getting collapsed on.
Not the risk. I think he is being collapsed on. Will throw down the World Ender. This will buy some time. Uzi, Killer Instinct available. Not going to use it. Instead, there goes a Resurrection here. Flash is up for Wonder, but I think he'll hold on to it. And that's just being caught in the wrong place.
Hope, but you know, in some games, the best thing you can do for your team is simply lose gracefully and let them try to carry.
Well, let's see whether or not G2 can punish Xiaohu. It's just off the Wonder was killed. Xiaohu now will be caught up in the bottom lane, but there is a 2 or a 3-man Baron going on. G2 Esports have committed Wonder's teleport. And I don't think RNG are strong enough yet to do this quickly enough, but are G2 even aware? They're stuck in the mid, out of
How are they
turret.
not aware?
Baron is still going low.
They are
Monster
now.
will reveal, but it's going to be too late. 3,500 hit points, and nobody from G2 have responded. RNG sneak the Baron from under G2's nose.
This push coming out from RNG is Let Me now 1v1 against Perks.
Well, Perks is going to try to chase him down. It will be the cost of 1 and 2 towers. There's already a kill onto Wonder. He didn't even get a chance to use the ultimate. Wadid's coming to help Perks as Let Me flashes for his life. He's already used the Poppycopter, and it looks like Yonin is going to close this one out. There's a lot of damage from Let Me back, though. In a 1v2, he finally goes down. But at what cost? Perks' Petrifying Gaze is for naught.
The cost of the game.
And the base is broken wide open. Jankos gets caught out by Casa, killed by Uzi, and so has the inhibitor. The Nexus turret is being focused at 25 minutes. RNG are yelling that they are not done yet. Pushing onto the Nexus turrets. They came here to win the series, and this is a statement win after Uzi gives up first blood at 2 minutes on the clock. RNG crush G2's top and bottom lane and are on match point.
That was a very convincing finish from the side of RNG, but ban. Wait, what am I thinking of myself?
But then you just ban Tom Kench's RNG and they take 1 and you trade. I wonder if RNG is thinking about taking away Tom Kench. They're not going to do it just really good, being able to get out to the side lanes. And if you grab Tom Kench and Nocturne here, yeah, I mean, like, that is super enabling for your split push.
Uzi just flicking through all the available AD carries at his disposal. Looks like he's going to go back towards lane dominance.
Holding that mid lane to be able to actually provide with a lot of wave clear. So this is something where they can hard commit to a 1-3-1. And that is the style that G2 has been best at. And I've got to say, I'm a little surprised by the Galio just because of the interactions with Nocturne. We have seen Galio sometimes really struggle to use that ult defensively into the Nocturne, and it may signify rather that they want to go aggressive.
To me, the
itemizing for Let Me.
And that's a good sign if you're a G2 fan. And if you're a fan of Silver Scrapes in Game 5s.
Who
Perks
isn't?
Is
Jankos,
a few seconds away from Flash. Seismic Shove comes in. Here comes a Paranoia. The first target is Xiaohu. First blood picked up by Perks. Ming has already roamed, though. The Infernal Chains flashed away from by Casa, and Perks, with the World Ender on, is still running for his life. Now Ming, with some support from Casa, is coming in. The tension is turned back around. Wadid is followed up, and this will be another kill for G2. It lands in Perks' pockets. Gyanen's joined the fight as well, and they're going to push onto this mid tower.
And the minutes, this game, you have to say, is night and day from the last one. Winning solo lanes drafted for G2, and the bottom lane absorbing all the pressure.
Goodbye, Casa! He just gets solo killed by Jankos. A full rotation.
Kind of way more towards the Sivir in a team fight, but the 2-item Lucian is the key point for RNG, and once he completes his Black Cleaver, that's kind of the window that I'm looking at for RNG, but here we go, another fight.
All right, Parano's already thrown down and is already a kill to Uzi. Jankos has soloed him with a little bit of help from Perks. Perks actually got the killing spree. Realm Warpers unfortunately skipped out on his. Perks and Jankos are running up top. Perks has got himself one. Now Ming forced to flash over the wall. Here comes Wonder. He flashes over, looking for the Rune Prison. That's going to be a lockdown onto Ming, and the kill secure's available. Picked up by Wonder. That's 3 quick kills. Perks isn't done yet. Finally forced to escape with the Devour. Perks, G2 squad rather, behind Perks, feeling very happy. This game, 2,700 gold lead at 15 minutes. The previous gold deficit for RNG was 1,000 gold fewer. Now the world ended from Perks will buy some time, but it may not be enough. Perks may give the first death up. Whoa, he turns it back around onto Corsa in a 1v3. Manages to get the kill. Now here comes Wadid. The Abyssal Voyage Devour keeps the captain alive. The man in the mid lane for G2 Esports at 5-0.
Now, that's the flash down from Casa. All 3 lanes are once again being pushed in for G2. They can set up all their vision around the top side, and they can either go for the Baron, or they can just look to die.
Well, let's take a look. The inner turret is the focus. Ming's body slam does not find its target, but the barrel does. Seismic Shove is also dodged away from as Wadid's used the Devour. It's on cooldown. World End is up and available for Perks. He goes into the 1v3. He's starting to resurrect as here comes Xiaohu. Throws down the ultimate, but Wonder kicks him out the fight where he stands. Ming is trying to kill Perks, but the stopwatch buys enough time for support to come. Thus far it's a 1-for-2, and Wonder cleans house. Let me try to get Yarnin, but there's not enough damage. There's not enough time. There's not enough Royal Never Give Up to stop G2.
And G2 stomp RNG in a huge team fight that will result in a Baron. Perks gives up his life for the team, and it is everything that they could want as they look to take RNG to match point.
And you've got to think this is going to be it. This is the push in which they can close out this game. Already 10,000 gold ahead. 2 dragons to their name. Insanely fed.
Given time, the pressure is on RNG to find a way back into this game, to find a way to close the series out. Wonder flashes for his life as Ming's unable to get the barrel down. Xiaohu forced a flash defensively as the third inhibitor falls in the back end. Perks blows up Ming. RNG are routed and running for their lives as Jankos and Yarnin take down the last Nexus turret. The Nexus will be the focus as RNG are trying to push back, trying to stall this out. The Nexus is going down, and ladies and gentlemen, this is going all the way. Do you believe G2 versus RNG in Game 5?
Coast and enable your jungler to make those level 6 plays happen.
Out the lane swap here. So for RNG, they may have to save that pop.
Roll out on getting an early game lead, and RNG immediately say, enough of the utility, enough of the scaling, give shit and see if they want to try and give the AD carry as favorable a mid.
Oh my god, he might do it.
When champions like Sivir and Kai'Sa would get locked in. Never mind. Story is irrelevant.
That would just take, like, you would have to have more confidence than any human being has ever had.
Focused time and time again, and for the first time in 5 games, this might just be Jankos coming in. Let's see whether or not they can find the kill. There's the stun onto Uzi. Body blocking.
He can't get the ward.
Uzi can't pick it up. He's going to go down. Yarnin kills Uzi.
Ooh, not really what you want. So I like the pressure that Ming is applying there, and it kind of forces Ming to back off. Jankos can't keep in.
Yeah, of course, without those chains. Oh, the second one's due though, and Xiaohu goes down. Beautifully played on the mimic there by Perks. Jumping to the minion, but look at MLXG with Paranoia available. They're off flashes.
They go.
Yarnin and Wadid. Glacial Fisher comes down, and Wadid forced to flash defensively. He will get taken out. Kill secured by Uzi. Yes, Jankos has arrived, but it may not be enough. Yarnin's got the curtain call available to him.
Rise ulti.
He needs to. Throws it down. Here comes Xiaohu with the Realm Warp. But the rest of RNG, they're backing away. Now they're waiting for minions. As soon as those minions get up, that's going to be the go button. RNG will not find the time. And G2 disengage.
Herald, and they're going to be setting up for the top tier 1.
So if G2 struck first by picking up that kill onto Uzi,
For a potential flank from the side of RNG, while Zhang, who doesn't have it available, it gives a lot of information as to where Wonder is. But we're going to look at Jankos in the top lane.
whoa! Look at
Nocturne's
this!
coming.
Uzi gets caught
The
down! The ward's on top of the lantern! And Hyanin kills Uzi again! Of both of those lantern kills, if you look at the item differences as well, Perkz has got himself the Luden's Echo, and here comes MLXG. He's still got that Rift Herald,
looking.
but Ming's death sentence goes wide. The box goes down, and Uzi jumps in. Here comes MLXG. Defensive flashes. Jankos has already killed
G2's
Ming.
winning
Now
this.
Jankos is turning it back around. Defensive flash from Uzi. Teleport's coming down.
Comes
Let's see
Perkz.
what Noctis will find out. Perkz blows up RNG, and G2 win the fight.
It ends up being a 3-0 in favor of G2.
Look for the play, and he shuts it down hard, and then Perkz on the roam gets so much from that, now way ahead of Xiaohu.
Being a favorite in this tournament is
can get
Perkz.
more.
Xiaohu may get solo
No way.
kill.
No
Ignite
way.
is ticking down. One more.
He gets him!
Perkz gets the solo kill. 4-0-0. This is his team, and this might be his world.
What?
State. They have wave clear. They have scaling. They have initiation. And I am not going to count my chickens before they have hatched. And I need to see how well RNG handle this mid-game. You can see MLXG as well as Xiaohu coming down onto Wonder. He's used the World Ender, and the Realm Warp will cut off that escape route. But here comes Perkz. Rune Prison holds Wonder in place. He will start to revive and resurrect.
He gets MLXG!
Just blows up MLXG. Wonder throws down the Infernal Chains. That's going to pull Lemmy backwards. Perkz
get
away!
away!
The Xiaohu. Wonder's out. Wonder's alive. And Perkz is looking for some sort of reply. Now Jankos
comes
trying to
Jankos.
run back down. He's got Ragnarok available to him. Wonder's going to escape with the recall. Now what did? We'll find a stun onto Let Me. This is chaos, but it is chaos that is benefiting G2.
6-0-0 for Perkz.
The first time this organization has made it to quarterfinals, and they are in game 5 with RNG.
And for the vast majority of this, Perkz!
So close. The Ignite is ticking. That is not it. Perkz is godlike with the help of Hyanin and Wadid. Now they turn their attention onto Let Me. He's just going to get run down.
The wards.
He'd find the lantern, the onto his nose. A death sentence finds its mark, but it doesn't matter. 11 kills to 1. G2, they are going to do it. Continues to grow.
And this is just so amazing for Perkz, the guy who failed to get out of group stages for 2 years back-to-back, the guy that was considered the best mid laner in Europe for so long. And now, in a Game 5 versus RNG, he picks LeBlanc and he solo kills the best player in the world. And now, he has his eyes on another pick.
Well, there we go. This is just going to be a matter of time. Perkz is legendary.
Nobody stop this man!
And take a look how quickly and how effectively did G2 peel. Uzi's got the spell shield and a theoretical lantern that hasn't done
back on.
a whole lot this game already. Perkz jumps in with a Mimic, gets caught up, dash back to the river. He's already killed Ming, blown him up. The Hourglass will buy some time as MLXG's trying to chase him down. Wonder gets the Infernal Chains onto Uzi, and he's got the Resurrect from the ultimate. All of a sudden, MLXG's down in a 5 versus 3. They're chasing RNG.
The turn to Uzi!
Who manages to turn it around. The AoE inside the choke point.
Perkz is looking.
G2's HP. There's the spell shield popped as the 3rd and the 4th shot are fired. It's a 3-on-3 for now.
The game stands on a precipice. This can decide the entire series.
Get in.
Got no vision.
Perkz is eyeing for his target.
All right, Realm Whelp is going to deliver on top of the ward. Lemny's going to make it in. Glacial Fisher comes down from where did is a turn and a fight from G2 Esports. That's a good play. Interrupted. Ming stops Perkz. Now all of a sudden, Wonder's running for his life. Look at the re-engage from Lemny. Wonder forced to dash over the wall to safety. Xiaohu's killed Wadid in a 10,000 gold deficit. RNG tear the roof off of Busan, and they are winning the fight.
Ming's play may have just saved the...
RNG have behind them. The TP flank is a real possibility from the side of RNG. And there's enough vision around this Baron area that G2 The G2 do not have full control, but
Alright, Perkz got a little bit caught out there. Lim manages to escape with his life, but Ming is dropped very, very low. They've got him! Jankos has got one. Uzi forced to flash away, and Wonder's trying to chase him down. The Infernal Chain will pull him backwards. Darkness comes out from the Paranoia, and the rattling of the AoE from Xiaohu is melting G2 Esports. Perkz is running for his life. The Infernal Chains comes down. It pulls Xiaohu backwards. That's one of the AoE monsters. Yes, G2 got the kill, but man, it felt like they lost the fight. And away to go back, and G2, they're starting Baron.
And Uzi is chunked out, no summoners this time.
He's going to red buff.
They spotted it now, he's gonna come to Baron, but it may not be in time. G2 could just commit for this Baron, we'll see if they do.
The Lantern is gonna pull Uzi into the fight really quickly. 3,000 hit points, it's gonna be the focus. Paranoia throw down. MLXG will not be jumping back in, but the Death Sentence will find a target. All of a sudden, what it is down. Yes, he managed to get the ultimate off, but it simply isn't enough. Now we have ulti. Look at the Realm Warp. That's going to
Perkz over the wall.
Perkz is looking for Uzi. Chunks him down to 50%. 3 members of G2 Esports have escaped for now, and Jankos will be the sacrificial lamb. Jankos will go down, along with what did, but 3 members of G2 hold the Baron buff.
They top lane here.
G2 playing on all 3 lanes right now.
Perkz is going to get a couple more autos with Baron, empowered cannon minion. That's the first turret falling. The mid lane should fall, maybe. No, there's the engage. Death Sentence onto the cannon creep delivers a perfect play. GA.
Uzi's down!
But with Uzi down, it's all on Xiaohu. Xiaohu's running for the Perkz. Perkz has found him. Perkz goes golden with the hourglass. They may have just done it.
G2 have just dismantled RNG, and they're going to make their way to the semi-finals.
G2 Esports will find another kill, will tear open the base, and Busan is cheering and screaming and crying. The underdogs reign supreme at Worlds 2018, when expectations were at their lowest. The G2 dynasty will be defined by taking down RNG.